Hi, my name is Debbie Newman. I actually have a comment and then a question. So the comment, first of all, is, I hear Jacqueline and Victoria, I heard the discussion about the penny rate and the percentage of revenue, and I listened last week at the Digital Music Forum in LA to a conversation that was sort of similar, and it was really server copies and buffering copies and, this whole trying to fit square pegs into square holes and round pegs into round holes that are based on a business model that we all knew. And technically you could say that, yes, a copy is being made, but, I still feel like nobody actually is looking at the intent of the use and what the consumer experience is. And so that's just kind of frustrating. But that leads to my question, which really is, you talk about new and creative business models. You talk about the fact that a pay-per-download model doesn't really encourage discovering new music, whereas, for example, subscription might because of the all-you-can-eat model. But now you have services that are really calling themselves discovery services. So whether it's the Pandoras of the world or iMemes or iLikes or all these new services that are encouraging social networking and music, streaming music to your friends, putting music in your locker, allowing other people to have access to it, these models, the models that you guys are talking about that come from a single song distribution, reproduction distribution model, don't work here. So when you start talking about encouraging ways for people to find out about new music, what kind of models are you guys thinking about, or what kind of models from a label standpoint and from a publishing standpoint are you guys coming up with to help foster these new kinds of services that allow people to find out about new music?
I think it's a really tough question, and the truth of the matter is that I think that these types of new discovery business models, and let's not call them business models, but new types of discovery services or something like that, I don't honestly think music companies are the ones who are going to invent those. I think it's our job to support them when companies come to us with ideas and innovations and ways to do it, and to kind of take a hard look at them, figure out the extent to which we can or can't support them, service them appropriately, et cetera. Unless I misunderstand your question.
Lee, do you...
I'm not talking about you guys creating them.
Wait,
I'm talking about
Debbie,
the
let's
percentage
let
of
them...
ad revenue models, things like that.
Right, Debbie, let's
Okay,
let them
sorry.
answer, because Lee looks like he was moving to the mic, and there are demands in the marketplace by labels that some would say are pretty onerous
I'm
for these.
going to move to the mic. There's a long-standing tension within Victoria's companies, and to a certain extent within Jacqueline's companies, that, whatever you want to call it, there's an over-center principle there, where they obviously want to foster a certain amount of discovery and a certain amount of promotion, but at some point, that level of discovery and that level of free promotion becomes threatening to their business model. And so, the tension is, where do you draw that line? And my companies typically are saying, you should give us more rein. You should allow us to engage in these activities, because in the end, they're going to foster greater music consumption. And understandably on their side, they're saying, it sounds a lot to me like basically what you want to do is give music away 24/7 and sell sneakers through banner ads or whatever it is. Somewhere in there maybe lies the truth. I don't know. But that's an age-old question that the record companies have been dealing with for a long time. All my companies do, and all these new, potential business models do, is put a new wrinkle on it. The record business basically screwed itself with radio promotion, and it screwed itself with MTV. And I don't think it's going to do that again so quickly, if at all. And so really that's the question, is how much of it is promotion and allowable versus how much of it do they feel, as the owner of the work, threatens their proprietary rights in the work.